So this is SHAHS Sunset Season 2, Episode 2. And basically, we should roll through this one really quick. The episode starts off when we have Gigi and MG. They're at like a doggy daycare, playground, I don't know, school type of thing. But MJ is basically telling Gigi how she was all messed up and everything, and basically letting that guy go to town under her dress at the table. Gigi seems genuinely embarrassed, which is understandable because it was inappropriate behavior. And then we flash in basically to Asa. She's at her mother's and father's house, and they're cooking, basically having family dinner with her brother. And the mom was funny. She was like, Asa, you need to basically go become an engineer, become a doctor, become a lawyer, do something else besides being a Persian pop priestess. And when she told her mom that's what she was like, what the hell is that? I mean, these mothers on this show are hilarious, but whatever. And then we flash into Lily, who is still, we're getting to know her a little bit better this season because this is her first season. So we're learning that she actually went to school to become a lawyer. She has her law degree and everything, graduated cum laude, and the whole nine. She was a perfect little Persian girl. However, she said she hated her life and she just wants to exude sexiness. And so she does, I forgot what the word she used was, but it's bikinis or swimwear and lingerie. She combined them together to make, I forgot what word she used, but she combined them together to get the sexiness and the seductiveness of a lingerie, but in a bikini. So that's what she does now. She has her own business. She was talking about secretions in the lingerie bikini after people return them from doing photo shoots, and it was kind of nasty, but I got what she was saying. So she's hilarious, but she's well educated, very pretty. Her dog's a hot ass mess, but whatever. I think her name was Coconut. That running in circles thing, like I have dogs, so that running in circles thing would just drive me crazy. She was like, walking is a bitch. I understand. So yeah, she's, like I said, very educated and everything, very well versed, and she wants to exude sexiness. I'm not gonna go in on her hair that she had in her little one-on-one confessional type of things, because she did say she was from Texas, so they like everything big in Texas. But she had about, she already has kind of that bouffant going on. She had about 4 or 5 different packs of probably 20, 16, 18. She had a whole bunch going on and a whole bunch of waves and things, and it was just way too much because her frame is so small. Lily and Reza meet up, and he's basically like, what did you think about my friends? And she doesn't really hold her tongue about anything, mince any words. She is like, I really want to take them all to Promises, basically, a rehab, and get their asses clean because they were getting, drunk. And her friends in Texas really don't get down like that. All her Persian friends in Texas really are into drinking like that heavily. And Reza, in his little side commentary, he's like, yeah, we do kind of drink a lot. So instead of meeting them again at the next, or at Asa's pool party, please chill and wait until we find another venue that's gonna better fit the whole sober living friends. So she's like, good, I won't come to the pool party. And we already know that's pretty much going to turn out to be a good thing because Asa and Gigi get into it. Go Nessa. So, what happened next? Oh, was it that scene? Yes. Okay. If I'm correct, what happened next is Asa and Reza meet up. Reza's going through a gay midlife crisis or whatever. And he's like, basically, he's almost 40. Part of him wants to be in the streets, and part of him wants to be, at home and stuff like that. So he's kind of midlife crisis. I really want to be or need to be in a relationship and settle down, but I don't want to stop partying. You know, no different than most people's midlife type of crisis type of deals. Anyways, so Asa takes him to meet kind of a psychic, and she basically reads his future. He's like, this crazy Persian psychic bitch or whatever he called her, just read him basically for filth about his love life and didn't tell him shit about the future. But you know, she was pretty much spot on, told him all the stuff that was going on, and you know, he's gonna basically be unhappy unless he fixes that stuff. So, okay, you guys, I believe that I forgot to speak on MJ. MJ has her dad over, and I don't believe last season we've seen him at all, but we did get to see her mother, and she has her dad over, and she, you know, she's grooming him, you know, cleaning his hair, dyeing his hair. She telling him it's turning green, it's turning purple, it's turning blue. But you know, she's really a daddy's girl. Her dad was the one who, he did the mommy thing, he did the daddy thing, he got her ready for school. When their parents divorced, that's who she stayed with. Unlike, you know, in a lot of circumstances where the mother takes the children, she stayed with her dad. Her mom lived within, I guess, a half a mile radius or something like that. And it's the same to this very day. Her parents are kind of still in the same little area. They're not together. They never remarried. She's still in the same area around them. And it's still like they never remarried either parent. It's still very dysfunctional. So she takes this opportunity during this season, I guess, to deal with her issues with her mom. She is, I don't know if she says that she wanted to go to therapy for a while to deal with the issues with her mom, or, you know, counseling, whatever, but maybe seeing it last year on the TV, if she watched it or whatever, just made her really think about it and go ahead and, you know, put her feet on the fire and get to going. So she is speaking to a therapist. So at the pool party, we have Omi, we have Reza, we have Mike, we have Asa, we have Gigi, and we have MJ. They're all kind of around each other talking. Mike is standing off to the side. Reza's way in the back. MJ's off to the side. But we have right there in the center, we have Asa, we have Gigi, and we have Omid. And, you know, Omid basically says, I'm sorry about what happened, but when I feel like somebody's attacking me, be it male or female, I'm gonna react. Whatever. Okay. Had he stopped and said, I'm sorry for what happened, and Asa said, I'm sorry, and everybody just, you know, squashed it and went on about their merry, happy way, it probably wouldn't have escalated. However, he really didn't say I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry, but, you know, so it's like, just say I'm fucking sorry. Just say I'm sorry and go on about your business. But he didn't. She didn't, meaning Asa. Gigi's like, can I say something? Every time I want to say something, no one wants me to say something. So she's like, you know, when you said you toast to his big nose, I kind of, you know, she felt offended. And she's like, I had a nose job. And I mean, I guess that could touch on someone's sensibilities. It could, you know, tap on somebody's nerves if that's something that affected them. And it was something that, you know, may have triggered something in them. But Gigi should have let it go. But in the same sense, it's like, that's my friend. Why would she, you know, even bother to say that? She just knew him, like he said, all of 8 seconds. And, you know, he's like, you said I was rude or loud or obnoxious, whatever. She just like, you're loud as hell. Your laugh is loud, you know. So certain people, you know, they added in whatever words they so chose, and, you know, whatever. It escalated, basically. Apparently, no one has the whole concept of a time and a place for everything, a place and a time for everything. Why would you act up and even engage in an issue that's going to bring about some kind of tension at someone else's home, at someone else's party? Again, there's other people around, and again, there's, you know, this is not the time and place. It just isn't. So if you're going to have that kind of an issue, come here. If you're going to have that kind of an issue, why not just either hook up ahead of time and discuss it, maybe over a quick tea, over some coffee, over a fucking biscotti, I don't know, over something. Have that discussion elsewhere and then go to the party. Or ignore each other at the party. Hi and keep it pushing. Don't have the conversation at the party. But they had the conversation at the party, and from there it was all downhill. Okay, so I am very invested in the Persian nose business. This conversation is like, why are you even doing it? Everyone's grown. She toasted to his nose. It was in bad taste. I got it. Gigi is a little offended or takes things personal when someone speaks about noses. I get it. Y'all done fucked up the party now. Now we don't get to be all prim and proper. Now we get to say y'all and motherfuckers and shit like that. Because now you guys got the lions, tigers, and bears. All the chicks who've been painted and airbrushed to the gods are staring. Like Tony the Tiger is looking. Okay? And then we have everybody at the table looking. And then we have my man who had on the cast and had the crutches sitting on like the outside lawn furniture that's like far enough back that you're kind of just lounging, your feet are kicked up. They're looking. Okay. So everybody's looking at this thing that is escalating over here off to the side. When in reality, it could have been just as simple as, you know what, I'm sorry. The conversation that we had the other night was inappropriate. I'm sorry that you took it the wrong way. You know what? Thank you. And I appreciate you apologizing. I'm sorry I said, whatever. I was going to Ric Flair you. Thank you for apologizing to my friend. I appreciate that. It really did touch a nerve. It hit a nerve. I had surgery on my nose to try to make it, look a little bit more European. I know that sometimes it's just like a touchy subject. Whatever the case is, thank you for apologizing. I'm sorry. Everything just kind of went out of hand the other night. Could have been just as easy as that, right? But no. Every fucking time. I'd be like, y'all motherfuckers can't come to the party no more. Y'all can't. Y'all can't come to the crib. You guys can't go to the restaurant. You're not invited to the fucking 4th of July barbecue. You can't fucking come because you guys don't know how to act. So you cannot come. You are no longer invited to 4th of July barbecue. You guys can't come to the picnic. You can't come to the potluck. There's gonna be no Christmas cookies. We're not decking no fucking trees. You can't come to the office party. None of that shit. Because don't nobody know how to act. So apparently we got to put stipulations on everything. Everything. Okay? So it's boiling out of hand. It is quickly disintegrating. And can we take a side moment to discuss MJ's swimsuit? That swimsuit, it just looked loose. I don't know if it was supposed to be loose. It looked odd. The cut looked strange. It looked like every time she moved, it was gapping. So either she needed a smaller size or she needed a different cut. All right, you guys. So if every time you get together with your friends, there's a situation and you are the common denominator, then either you need to stop drinking or you need to pick a new liquor or just don't go around those people. Basically, the episode was pretty good. I think MJ should stick with the therapy because, for all intents and purposes, I believe that it'll help her. Her swimsuit was disrespectful. I don't know if she was in the pool and that thing got loose. I don't know if, it was ill-fitting to start with or if, whatever transpired with it, just, she needs a different swimsuit. She needs to be fit for her body. So it needs to be, she seems to be top heavy. So she needs something that's going to work for, what is Kai call them? Mary Kay and Ashley. She needs something that's gonna work for the twins, for the rolling hills, for the ladies, and then that is going to fit the midsection and everything else. And you can do a sarong, a wrap, whatever. A lay, lava, Whatever you choose to do, you can do. But she needs to fit it because the midsection, it seems like her breasts are extremely dense. So they were pulling down and making the midsection really, you know, unflattering to say the least. Outside of that, Gigi probably should stop drinking, or I don't even know if she was drinking when she confronted Asa, but it just seemed like they said she was, the way they said it made it sounded like she was drinking. But, you know, if you're drinking and that's the issue and you're cutting the fool every time you drink, then, you know, and it was plain out, flat out embarrassing. It's one thing to get into an altercation with somebody and then it died down, you guys cool off, everyone has a cooling off period, you walk away. It's another thing to get into a confrontation with someone, it cools down, you walk away, and then you come back. And you're still not at your home. You're not in the privacy of just people you know. You're around everybody. And it seemed as though they had security, and security wasn't stunting the fact that she might go with Asa. It just didn't look like they really gave a shit. They didn't think she was going to do anything that was going to cause any kind of major harm. So, girl, please. But all in all, it was a decent episode. I have to wrap some gifts. So until next time, you guys take care. And all right.